Hi guys, welcome to my kitchen. Today I make a potato stuffing in a Ninja multi-cooker. Okay guys, I'm starting out on my Ninja 3-in-1. I have it preheating on stovetop medium. Now, I made potato stuffing before, a video for it, and I've been making it lately, and people that haven't seen a video have been asking me how to make it, so I figured I'd make a video to show them, but I do it in the Ninja to give it a little twist. But by all means, don't feel that you need a Ninja to make this. As long as you have a skillet with a lid that fits on it, you'll be alright. So I'm going to start out here. I have this preheating on stovetop 1, like I says. I'm going to go ahead and get a stick of butter in here. Now, I keep my butter frozen because it stays fresh longer that way. And if you can have butter, or you are watching calories the best you can, and this really isn't a calorie watching recipe, you can use olive oil in place of the butter or margarine. So I'm going to start that melting down. Let me grab a Ninja friendly utensil here, like a plastic spatula. Just going to melt my butter down. And this is a homemade recipe that my mom's family made for years, and I grew up eating it, and it's a really delicious recipe, a nice change from regular bread stuffing or dressing. Now that my butter's starting to melt down, I have 2 onions and 3 sticks of celery that I sliced up. We're going to get that into the Ninja. And I'm going to position my butter over because my stove's at a slight slant. It's not totally level. So I'm putting my butter over here so it melts down this way. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the lid on my Ninja. Like I said, I have this set on stovetop medium. And this will work in any Ninja that you have. 3-in-1, 4-in-1, or the new Auto IQ. I'm going to put my lid on here and let this simmer till my vegetables saute and get tender. Okay, now that my onions and celery are starting to turn translucent and soften up, I have 5 russet potatoes here. I boiled in salt water, and I left the skins on. You can peel them if you like. I just didn't feel in the mood. I'm going to go ahead and dump them in there. Get them all down in there. And my potatoes I didn't cook completely through. They're still a little tiny bit firm because you don't want to cook them through or they'll turn to mush in here while you're stirring it together. So I'm going to put my lid back on here and let this cook for a while we move on to the next step. Okay, now in a large bowl I scrambled 8 eggs and I added in some salt, pepper, and some celery seed to season it. I'm going to take some white sandwich bread that you would make your sandwiches out of. And I'm just going to start breaking this up in here. And they don't have to be uniform sizes, just small enough to fit in your mouth. And what you want to do is you want to keep breaking your bread up in here until your egg is almost fully absorbed. You don't want it fully absorbed, but almost, because you want a little bit to coat your potatoes and your celery and onion. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a stir. I know this isn't enough yet, but I'd like to coat the bread before I add more in so that we don't have dry pieces sticking together. So let me grab my fork over here. Give that a quick stir. And I can't really tell you how much bread you need to use. You just need to get it to that point where it's just right, and I'll show you when we get there so you have a rough idea where it's at. A little more bread. Go for about 3 more slices. And you don't have to worry about your bread being stale or dry or anything like that. You can put it in here fresh and moist. That's how my mom always did it and how I always do it. Alright. Give that a stir. I'm going to go ahead and put just a little more bread in here. You don't need it this soupy. These flies are terrible this spring. Got screens in the windows and air conditioners in and all that, and they still find their way in. Okay, now let me get in here and give this a stir. This is about where you want it, where your bread is coated, but it's still a little runny, just a little bit. Okay, let's take this over to the Ninja and get it in there, guys. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and dump my bread and egg mixture in here. And I'm going to season this up quick with some salt, pepper, and even though I have celery in there, I'm putting some celery seed in because that gives it a more intense celery flavor. And celery seed is not even from celery, believe it or not. It's just a seed that tastes like celery. And some parsley. Now my mom, she never used celery seed. She just used fresh celery. But like I says, I like the flavor it adds. And you want to go ahead and stir everything together. Getting all gangsta on you there. Mix your potatoes in with your bread and your vegetables in there. Now I'll go in here a few times as this cooks and stir it around. I'm going to add a little more seasoning in there. Some celery seed. Some salt. And some pepper. And some parsley. Okay, now I have one more stick of butter that I cut up into little pieces. I'm going to go ahead and lay this in here. This is going to add extra moisture to our stuffing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the lid back on the Ninja and set it at oven 250, and I'll go in there periodically and I'll stir this around, and as soon as the egg cooks through, then this will be ready to go. Alright guys, this took about 10 minutes to cook through. It's ready to go. Let's go ahead and fix up a plate and see what we got. I also went ahead and made some pressure cooker cube steak to go with this. Let me get in there and give this a try. Now I already know how it tastes, guys, but I'll describe it to you guys. Well seasoned, buttery. Reminds me of Thanksgiving. It's really good. I'll go ahead and taste a little bit of that steak. And as you can see, that's fork tender. Steak is really good. Well seasoned, very flavorful. Alright, there you have it, guys. Potato stuffing in the Ninja multi-cooker. Give it a try. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see ya.